Have you ever felt like you were on the outside looking in, like you were part of the world but somehow separate from it? Like there was a line drawn, separating you from everyone else? A barrier that you couldn't cross no matter how hard you tried? In S.E. Hinton's The Outsiders, we're thrown headfirst into a world split in two, the greasers and the socks. Two groups, two worlds living side by side but never truly together. Imagine this: greasy hair, worn-out jeans, and a chip on your shoulder. A life where every day is a struggle, and every moment is a fight to survive. That's the greaser life. They're the kids from the wrong side of the tracks, always getting into trouble. But it's not just about the trouble they get into. It's about the world they live in, a world that seems to be against them at every turn. But underneath the tough exterior, they're fiercely loyal, and would do anything for each other. Their bond is their strength, and their loyalty is their shield. Their family. On the other side of town are the socks, the rich kids with their fancy cars and expensive clothes. They seem to have it all, but their lives aren't as perfect as they appear. They seem to have it all, but are they really that different from the greasers? Beneath the surface, they face their own struggles, their own battles, and their own search for identity. The Outsiders is a story about the struggles of growing up, the power of friendship, and the search for belonging. It's about understanding that despite our differences, we all face similar challenges. It's a story that will stay with you long after you finish the last page. A tale that resonates with anyone who has ever felt like an outsider, and a reminder that we are all more alike than we are different. We meet Ponyboy Curtis, our narrator, a greaser with a heart of gold. Ponyboy is not your typical tough guy. He has a sensitive side that sets him apart from the rest of his gang. He's smart, loves to read, and dreams of a life beyond his tough circumstances. Books are his escape, a window to a world where he can be anything he wants. He often finds himself lost in stories, imagining a life far removed from the gritty streets he knows so well. His parents are gone, and he relies on his brothers, Daryl Derry and Soda Pop, for family. They are his rock, his support system in a world that can be incredibly harsh. The bond they share is unbreakable, forged through shared hardships and mutual love. Derry, the oldest, carries the weight of the world on his shoulders. He works tirelessly to provide for his younger brothers, sacrificing his own dreams to ensure they have a chance at a better life. His stern demeanor hides a deep well of love and concern. He's tough on Ponyboy, but it's only because he cares. Derry's strictness is his way of protecting Ponyboy from the dangers that lurk around every corner. He wants the best for his brother, even if it means being the bad guy sometimes. Soda Pop, the middle brother, is the glue that holds them all together. With his easygoing nature and infectious smile, he brings light into their lives. He's the one who can always make them laugh, even in the darkest of times. He's always got a smile on his face, even when things are tough. Soda Pop's optimism is a beacon of hope for his brothers, reminding them that there is still joy to be found, no matter how dire the situation. Then there's Johnny, the quiet one. Johnny has been through more than any young person should have to endure. His silence speaks volumes, a testament to the pain he's experienced. He's been beaten down by life, but he finds solace in Ponyboy's friendship. Their bond is a lifeline for Johnny, offering him a sense of belonging and understanding that he desperately needs. Together they navigate the dangerous streets, facing down socks and trying to find their place in the world. The challenges they face are daunting, but their unity gives them strength. They know that as long as they have each other, they can overcome anything. What do you think it would be like to have such strong bonds with your friends and siblings? Imagine the comfort of knowing that no matter what happens, you have a group of people who will always have your back, who will stand by you through thick and thin. On the surface, the socks seem to have it all figured out. They're the wealthy kids with perfect hair and expensive clothes. But as we get to know them, we start to see the cracks in their perfect facades. Cherry Valance, a sock girl, forms an unlikely friendship with Ponyboy. She challenges his perceptions and shows him that things aren't always black and white. Even socks have their own struggles and insecurities. Could you ever imagine being friends with someone from the other side of the tracks? Before we continue, if you're enjoying the content, hit like and subscribe for more insightful summaries. One fateful night, everything changes. A fight between the greasers and socks ends in tragedy, forcing Ponyboy and Johnny to go into hiding. They find refuge in an abandoned church, their bond deepening as they face their fears and grapple with the consequences of their actions. In a moment of heroism, they risk their lives to save children from a burning building. Their actions make them heroes in the eyes of some, but the weight of that night continues to haunt them. Can you imagine the courage it would take to run into a burning building to save someone else's life? As the story unfolds, the lines between the greasers and socks begin to blur. Ponyboy realizes that everyone, regardless of their background, has their own story to tell. He sees the humanity in those he once considered enemies. The rivalry between the gangs leads to more violence and heartbreak. It forces us to question the futility of hate and the senselessness of prejudice. Why do you think people hold on to prejudices? What are the consequences of these divisions? The Outsiders is a timeless story that continues to resonate with readers today. Written by S.E. Hinton, this novel captures the essence of teenage angst and the struggle for identity in a world that often feels divided. It's a reminder that even in a world divided, empathy and understanding can bridge the gap between us. The characters in the story, despite their differences, find common ground and learn to see the world through each other's eyes. It teaches us that judging others based on appearances can blind us to their true character. The story challenges us to look beyond the surface and understand the deeper struggles that each person faces. The story doesn't shy away from difficult topics like social class, violence, and loss. It delves into the harsh realities of life, showing us the impact of these issues on young minds and hearts. It encourages us to look beyond the surface and recognize the shared humanity that connects us all. Through the characters' journeys, we learn about resilience, friendship, and the power of understanding. So dive into the world of The Outsiders. Let the pages take you on a journey through the lives of the greasers and the socks and experience their struggles and triumphs. Walk in the shoes of the greasers and socks. Feel their pain, their joy, and their growth as they navigate a world that often seems unfair and unkind. You might be surprised by what you learn about yourself and the world around you. The Outsiders is more than just a story. It's a lesson in empathy, understanding, and the enduring power of human connection. We reach the end, but before you leave, join our community of passionate readers by simply subscribing to our channel, where your love for knowledge and great stories truly matters.